I want to start off by acknowledging how perfect this day is and how beautiful the setting is. I can't think of a more perfect place and a more special group of people than here and now, surrounded by all of your closest family and friends. And I know that all of us feel extremely lucky and honored to be celebrating with you today and witnessing your marriage. So for those of you who don't know the story of how Brian and Emily first met, I want to fill you in. In 2015, Brian and Emily were both living and working in Vail. It was the World Ski Championship, and Brian saw Emily at a concert during the day. He noticed her but didn't approach her at that time. By fate, later that night, they were at yet another concert, which was Casey and the Sunshine Band. And Brian boldly introduced himself by walking up to Emily and asking if he could kiss her. Luckily for Brian, Emily happily agreed, and the rest is history.
Brian, from the moment I met you, I knew that my life had been changed forever. The immediate draw and love my heart felt for you was unlike anything I've ever felt before. Crazy as it might sound, I knew that without a doubt, after one day of knowing you, that you were going to be the man I was going to marry. Your contagious energy for life is what drew me to you, and your ability to make me feel loved is what has kept our love alive. Brian, I love you. The two of us together create a balanced team, and you make me a better person. I love how you remind me that everything will work out in the end. It's okay to go slow, and that as long as we are together, the journey is worth it. Brian, you were truly my other half. We've created an amazing life together, full of adventure and love. Your unwavering commitment to our dogs is a constant reminder at what a gentle, kind, and loving being you are. I'm the luckiest woman in the world to call you mine and to get to grow a life together with you. I promise to celebrate the good times and support you during the bad. I promise to be your faithful wife as well as your best friend. I promise to keep our relationship moving forward and never stagnant. I promise to never get an animal without your permission. And I promise to love you unconditionally today and every day.
Okay. You always ask me why I love you, and my answer has never changed. I love you for your fun, spontaneous, and courageous personality. You're always willing to lean into the wind, jump in the car, and discover the next adventure. And it also doesn't hurt that you're stunningly beautiful. We both feel the most at home when we are on an adventure. Most would say that marriage is a time to settle down, And while we may have some future additions to our little family, I know that the adventure is only beginning. We have restless souls that have found solace in each other's, and marriage is the bond that will only strengthen this notion. As we look at ourselves into the future, I find strength in the understanding that your ideas and confidence will always flow. I'm grounded in the knowledge that your love and affection will never cease or slow, and that your smile will only continue to grow. I vow that my answer will never change, but only become more and more immense. Emily, you are my summer love in spring, fall, and winter, and I can't wait to see what we create.
Just make me cry. All right, the good stuff here. Emily, based on these vows you shared with Brian and before all of us, do you take Brian to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
R.I.P. Brian, based on these vows you shared with Emily and before all of us, do you take Emily to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Good job, good job. Brian and Emily, now that you've exchanged your vows and rings with one another, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Introducing for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Maxson.
Mr. and Mrs.
Well, all right. Okay. You win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right. Okay. You win. Baby, what can I do? I'll do anything you say. It's just got to be that way. Well, all right. Okay. You win. I'm in love with you. Well, all right. Okay. You win. Baby, what can I do? Anything you say I'll do. As long as it's me and you. Well, all right. Okay. You win. I'm in love.